Hey guys, and welcome to Minecraft Movie Reviews. Let's see what the book has for us. It looks like we're going to be doing the Muppets. So this is Muppets Most Wanted. Let's get down there and talk about it. So, the Muppets Most Wanted. I'll be honest, the first Muppets movie, I liked it, but it didn't hold much of an impression on me. I've seen it a few times, and it's kind of like, but I'm really happy to say I really, really like this movie. Honestly, it was really great. It was more about the Muppets than human characters, which was a good thing. And when I heard the premise of the movie, I thought it was going to be silly, but it is the Muppets, so what do you really expect? And honestly, the premise works for the fact that the Muppets doesn't take itself seriously. And that's a big thing about this, is you can't take it seriously. It's the Muppets. It is hysterical. It's a lot funnier than the first one, in my opinion. In fact, the people that were there, because I was surprised there was a 7 o'clock show, they were laughing their tails off. It was really funny. And that's one of the biggest improvements over the first one, was that it was just so much funnier. It was basically they wanted to see what they can get away with. And one of the great things is, it's the Muppets. What else can I say? But other than that, I'm not going to harp on that, but the guest stars were really, really neat. They had a lot of really good guest stars, including a few you wouldn't expect to see in a Muppets movie. I'm not going to spoil the guest stars, but keep an eye out because you're going to see some surprises. I know I was definitely surprised by some of the stars I saw. And the music numbers were really good. The Muppets, of course, they looked good. Of course, you can kind of tell some things had to be CGI'd. Like, there's a fight scene that, and I could be very wrong, and if somebody from Disney is watching this and wants to go ahead and comment that I'm completely wrong, I'm pretty sure the fight that Constantine does is actually CGI'd. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about the characters in just a moment, but if you're not a Muppets fan, go ahead and turn off this review because you've already made up your mind. And if you're not a comedy fan, again, you've already made up your mind. So let's start talking about the characters. Of course, the biggest character everyone's wondering about is Constantine. And he was kind of funny. I liked Constantine. I couldn't figure out at first if it was done by the same voice as Kermit, but I'm pretty sure it's not, because the person his Kermit impression, you could tell it's got to be somebody completely different. Constantine is this big, bad, evil frog. And, he's supposed to be, I guess, the exact opposite of Kermit. And I kind of thought he was funny in some parts, especially when he's trying to be Kermit, because there's a part where he's watching the Kermit clips and he's trying to do the lines, and it's really good to see some of those old clips again. Just like in the first one, it really is nice to go down memory lane and go, oh, I remember watching that when I was a kid. It really makes you smile. And of course, his assistant is Ricky Jarvis, and I'm sorry if I said that name wrong. Oh, he was just hilarious. I don't want to spoil his character too much, but he's absolutely hilarious. I kind of wish they'd bring him back again for another Muppets thing because I absolutely adored him. Of course, Miss Piggy was Miss Piggy. Skeeter was Skeeter. All the other characters were exactly what you expect. Are there any special things? I don't want to spoil if there is or not, so I'm definitely going to say, go ahead and check it out. Now, I'm going to talk about, it seems like there was a scene that was actually cut short from the trailer. Those that have seen at least the original trailer, they remember when Sam the Eagle and I think it's NSA? I forgot what he was. Interpol. The Interpol agent was duking out with badges. This is my badge. This is my badge. They cut a lot of that out. So you will notice if you watch the trailer, that is gone. Well, a lot of it is gone. I don't exactly know why they cut it out. Maybe because people didn't find it funny. I found it funny when they first did it in the trailer, so I don't really know why they cut it. I would really like to know why, because I honestly thought that was going to be one of the highlights of the movie, and it kind of disappoints me the way they did it by taking a lot of that out, or at least it seems like they cut a piece of it out. I could be absolutely wrong, but it does seem like they cut a small piece of it out. Yeah, they did, because I thought they had something with I can't number. They did. They cut something out of that. It feels like they cut something out. Again, the musical numbers are absolutely fantastic. But it's the Muppets. What do you expect? And even Constantine gets a musical number that had me laughing so hard because I was trying to picture the song. It sounds like it's an actual song, but I couldn't picture it. You guys are really going to be surprised by a lot of the celebrities. And after you see it, you guys can go ahead and put who your favorite celebrity was. And when I do my full interview or my full review with the co-hosts, I'll tell you mine. But musical numbers, aces. Comedy, it's the Muppets. What do you expect? And now I'm going to talk about the short before the movie. That's right, guys. There was a short before the movie. So I was kind of surprised because the short before the movie is a Monsters University short. Now, I'm not going to spoil any of the short, but I am going to say it is one of the reasons to go see this movie. It has got to be one of the funniest things Pixar has ever done. I was laughing so hard at this short. They did such an awesome job. I just absolutely love Pixar, and this short really does prove why you gotta love Pixar. I believe I've heard rumor that they got the short because some of the writers were from Pixar, but I don't know. But definitely let me know what you guys thought of the short when you go see the movie. I want to know your guys' comments on this. And now, guys, it's time for my grade. Let me just head on over to the room and I will tell you what I think. So, my score of this movie is, as I've always said, my own. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's right, this gets a 5 diamond score. Why, might you ask? It is a giant improvement from the first movie, and we all know sequels never do as good, they say. It is funnier, and they got to do a lot more with this movie. Yes, it's a typical Muppets movie, where you think the Muppets are going to break up and all that other stuff. But it really, really was funny. And I think if they do this, I would really like to see another Muppets show. So that's my score, at least from my first impression. You guys let me know what you thought of the movie. And I'll be seeing you in just a little while for the Divergence review. Hang on, kiddies. It's time for some